What's up, grappling fans? Welcome to the 2019 Spyder Invitational BJJ Championship Final. This is the King of Kings, and we are getting started right away. We've got Jonathan Alves in the black gi with Jamil Hill-Taylor in the white. I'll be your host for the night. My name is John Evans. Oh, an immediate move to the back, putting Jamil in a bit of trouble. Alves with that left-handed grip. I think it was 4 fingers deep in the collar, and he still has this, and this is very rough to stop the back take. Might see an early finish in this match. This is a rematch. Oh, and Alves going for the choke, and he's got the arm across already. And he gets the submission. Jonathan Alves. The new black belt, recent black belt. How impressive is this kid?
본 경기는 알베스 선수의 서브미션 승리입니다.
The winner by submission is Jonathan Alves.
Jonathan Alves will be moving forward in this tournament. For him to face the winner of this next match, which is going to be Edwin Najmi versus Matheus Gabriel. Here we've got a replay. All started from this move to the back.
Minus 76 kilograms. Quarterfinal, the second match. The white star.
And there it is. That is the trophy that they are fighting for, along with a chance at $100,000 US. Edwin Najmi had to cut a bit of weight to make this division, this under 76 kilogram.
Gabriel.
He will be fighting the current black belt world champion, Matheus Gabriel. This guy has been on fire this year. Here we get to see how the size difference is going to affect Matheus Gabriel. Also how the weight cut is going to affect Edwin Najmi. Had to cut quite a bit of weight. Immediately throwing that long De La Riva hook, trying to move towards the back. Edwin sits down, trying to prevent that back take. That does put him in Berimbolo territory. Gets right back up, though, and still fighting in this De La Riva. Can't get his grip set up. That's what's allowing Matheus Gabriel to get in deep. Overhooking around the leg on the same side as the De La Riva hook. One thing that Edwin Najmi is doing is he is stuffing that De La Riva hook. Now he's let go of it, but before, there you can see he's pushing on the shin, tries to hit a quick knee cut. but he allows Matheus Gabriel to set up his De La Riva hook again, continue to move towards the back, and this is definitely dangerous territory for Edwin. These rounds are 7 minutes. I think Matheus Gabriel is saying that the pants are coming off. But that is the grip that he's probably looking for so he can move to the back. Yeah, unless they retie it, those pants will continue to come off. Matheus Gabriel in this calf crusher position. But that one foot is the only thing that's really keeping Edwin Najmi safe. His left leg in between the legs of Matheus Gabriel. But the pants keep on sliding down, so they'll stand him up and Edwin will have to retie. Very important grip, so it is essential that the pants stay on. For everyone at home watching, thanks for tuning in to FloGrappling.com. We've got, I mean, this is just a ridiculous event. The King of Kings is such a fitting name because every single person in this tournament is a king, essentially. They are the pinnacle of the sport, and today we find out who is the best of the best. We're going to start out with this under 76 kilogram division, the lighter weight. We're going to move through the first round of that, and then we're going to go on to the first round of the 100 kilogram division. And here they reset the grips, reset the position. Matheus Gabriel elects to go back to the legs. Felt like he didn't have a clear path to the back. If he gets up, though, he should have two. Yeah, trying to set up this, it's essentially a guard pass from your back. Getting under the legs, pulling that right leg of Edwin Najmi's over him. You get perpendicular, and then you can pull yourself into side control. Edwin Najmi with an aggressive kick. Seemingly a little bit frustrated with the game of Matheus Gabriel. Does stand up. Still no score. 4 minutes left to go. Matheus Gabriel having a hard time breaking the grips of Edwin Najmi. Edwin now controlling that De La Riva hook side. Lets it go, and every time he's done that, it allows Matheus Gabriel to set up that long hook for the De La Riva. Matheus Gabriel shooting in, gets close guard. Looked like he was going to go for a triangle for a second. And they're just going to reset him right back in the center.
네, 에디 나츠미 그리고 마테우스 가비 선수에게 여러분 다시 한번 큰 응원의 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Give a big round of applause for two outstanding players.
Edwin standing up, breaks open the close guard, prevents the sweep. Now Matheus looking to move towards the back again. Edwin opens up that knee. Gets underneath. He is in a very good position. He's going to come up into a leg drag if he can get his left foot on the ground. looking for that four fingers in the collar grip with his right hand. Does get it, gets across the collar, and he's got Edwin's back. Doesn't have hooks though, but does come on top, and he's going to get that. He's going to get the points for that. Yep, he gets the sweep. Edwin does recover his guard. That was starting to look really bad for Edwin, but only down a sweep now. Still doable. Oh, and an advantage. Edwin getting all the way underneath. Oh, nice step on that grip break for Matheus Gabriel. Dives after the leg, but that's going to put him on bottom. And this is not where Edwin wants to be. He does not want to be in this teeter-totter battle in 50-50 unless he can finish a footlock, which he is trying for. Trying for that belly down footlock. He doesn't have feet on the hips, which usually means you won't be able to make the torque necessary. One advantage that he has is that he's pretty tall for the weight division. So the lankier person usually has an easier time with the footlocks. But Matheus Gabriel able to lock up that triangle. See if Edwin's going to try to brute force right through it. If not, he is down at an advantage, and this could be the end of the tournament for him. Still trying to force this straight ankle lock. Even if he gets it, though, with so much money on the line, got to think with a straight ankle lock, maybe Matheus Gabriel just lets it pop. He could get an advantage from this, though, which would tie everything up, but Matheus Gabriel comes up on top with only 40 seconds left to go. Najmi does get the advantage for that. So if Najmi able to sweep back, then everything's tied up. It will go to the ref's decision. Matheus Gabriel is going to fight for his life to stay on top. Edwin Najmi diving all the way underneath, though. See if he can get the sweep to work. This is not a great position. Just only about 10 seconds left to go. Maybe the effects of that weight cut starting to impede on the energy reserves of Edwin Najmi. But he's got about a 10-second blitz. See if he can get Matheus Gabriel on his back. Trying to get up, but Matheus Gabriel, great balance. Puts both feet on the ground, and he's out of the 50-50. That's going to be where that one ends. So Matheus Gabriel will go on to fight Jonathan Alves in the next round. That will be a very exciting match.
본경기는 심판 판정에 의한 가브리엘 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Matheus Gabriel.
Matheus Gabriel, excellent work, getting our first points victory of the night. And here's a replay of some of the action. This is Matheus looking for the back. Kept spinning under. I like that Edwin had his knee out, blocking the pathway a little bit, but finally gets up into this good leg drag position. From here, he scrambled out to side control for a second, but then put back in the guard. And there was that grip break, the step-on grip break. That was beautiful. That was the footlock attempt. The dive under sweep attempt from Edwin. But in the end, just not quite enough to get Matheus Gabriel on his back.
That's between the winner of Gabriel this year and winner of 2019 Pan American Championship, Gabriel Ortiz.
Big shout out to Malachi Edmond from Team Lloyd Irvin. He's helping me out as an analyst today. Supposed to be on the mics as well, but just a little bit of a malfunction. Gabe Argis makes his way to the mats.
Levi Jones.
Now this is a really interesting matchup. Levi Jones versus Gabe Argis. Gabe is the current middleweight champion of the world, and he should be the biggest and the most accomplished for his size in this tournament. But he also had a really tough weight cut. I heard rumors of him fainting beforehand, and this was just last night. But today there will be a size advantage for Gabe Argis. Gabe Argis in the black gi, Levi in the white, and immediately looking to hit his Berimbolo. Moving over towards the back, well defended from Gabe Argis initially, but Levi just relentless. You can hear the coaching of Murillo Santana, the head of Unity. They're going to stand him up for double guard pull. Now, this is really interesting too, because one of the big losses that Gabe Argis suffered was against Tommy Langenker, who has a very similar Berimbolo style to Levi. So this could be the kryptonite of Gabe Argis. On the other hand, this could be some of his redemption for this style if he's able to get the win. Very eager to see how that weight cut's going to affect him too. Looks like he's already breathing somewhat heavy. Not showing signs of slowing down yet. 6 minutes left. Just taking some good breaths. Levi looking for maybe an Estima lock. He actually has it across pretty good. Trying to put his stomach into it. Argis doesn't seem to be too concerned about this one, though. If Argis has the bottom of his foot on the torso of Levi, then should not be danger there, as it's supposed to go on like a toe hold. Gets the foot out. Let's see if Levi starts his attacks. Argis decides to stand, looking for a quick Toriando. He's having a hard time controlling the legs of Levi. Levi immediately going from that De La Hiva is trying to spin under, very similar to the style of Matheus Gabriel that we just saw. And going for that is, oh, I think he's got a straight ankle lock. He's trying to hit it belly down, but Argis rolls all the way through, still looking like it's not going on. Not sure if Argis just has a poker face or if there's actually no danger on that footlock.
your foot position. Don't let him score any advantages. Don't let him substitute the fifth. We're on the bottom. Advantages are all equal. Yeah.
Lift away, Gabriel. Step on.
All the way.
There, Levi makes that move to the back.
Tight to the far side.
He has that De La Riva X.
Keep that grip. Kick.
Now in the single leg X. He's got his left leg on the inside though for the short hook.
Both grips. Slide your hips under. Yeah.
Comes all the way to the back. This is very dangerous for Arges.
Watch the back and watch the 50.
As soon as they hit that black though, yeah, the ref's gonna reset him, pull him back to the center. A little bit of a tricky situation. Just because they have to reset and make sure that they have the same grips in the same position. It also changes the momentum of where they were. Levi with that right leg lasso, but doesn't have the grip for it. So that's just Arges controlling the bottom leg of Levi. Looking for, looks like he's going for a knee slice. Levi works himself in deep underneath the legs of Arges though. And there Arges trying to throw the legs by, hit a quick Toreando, but they are off the mats. Still about 3 minutes left to go. Everything's all tied up on the scoreboard. Oh man, this one's got my nerves up.
다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Once again, give a big round of applause for two outstanding players.
Pay attention now.
Pedro Serrano coaching Gabe Arges. Arges looking for that Toreando again immediately as soon as he breaks the leg control of Levi. Levi throws that shallow lasso and then moves off into De La Riva. The hook isn't all the way in though. There, and tries to throw the long hook. Gonna use that to move towards the back. That's gonna force Arges to his butt. Wow, nice leg pummeling from Levi, moving off to the other leg of Arges now.
Watch that 50 exit. We're ready to make an advantage.
This cross grip is strong. Curious to see if Levi's going to opt to stand up at all.
Scoping down the middle. Very good. Spinning at 40 seconds. You're on the bottom. The advantage are the same. It's your attack. Keep attacking.
Levi with a 2-on-1. This gives him a lot of options. He's looking to get a favorable leg position before he can start to move, but Arges gets up, gets a good collar grip, looking to just pass right through the guard immediately. Gets put into this, whoa, man. Levi's gonna get that sweep. No, does not complete it. Gets Arges on his butt. Now looking for the back take. Going for the cross collar. Opens up the close guard. He was successful when he could control both ankles of Arges. That easy full lumberjack sweep, and Arges falls back for a footlock. This might be his undoing as gets put into 50-50. Levi does get two. Arges back on top, so that should even everything out.
Levi, protect the foot, protect the foot, stay on the triangle, sweep. Try to open up to your leg drag.
This one's going to go to ref's decision because there's only 15 seconds left to go.
that triangle, sweep, 10 seconds. Keep attacking, Levi. Go on, Levi, go. Go on, Levi.
I would hate to be a ref for this match because I have no idea how the judges are going to score this one.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 존스 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Levi Jones.
Levi Jones is going to move on to the next round via ref's decision. Just a replay of some of the action here. Here's Levi with that deep de Leiva. Going for the belly down straight ankle. Also worked on a couple of Estima locks earlier. Here Levi going for the back. Argus defending well though. This was the closest that Levi got to the back. Just able to square up. There was that lumberjack sweep. Something you don't see a ton of, but solid sweep. And here's the end. Argus sweeping from 50-50, but already had points against him because Levi come up earlier. Levi will be moving on.
네 번째 경기 스파이더 퀄리파이어 우승자와 단 한 명의 한국 선수의 대결 minus 76 kilograms quarterfinal, the fourth match. The winner of Spyder qualifier and one and only Korean player in the arena, Matheus.
Matheus Lutis makes his way to the mats. Matheus, the winner of the qualifiers back in March, defeating Tenquinho and Caixinho, along with Daniel Sappler. You'll notice that Matheus is the only brown belt in this division. He'll be taken out on the hometown hero In Sung Jong. In Sung has a win over AJ Agazarm and is also placed second and third in previous Spyder championships. And the prize money that they're going to be fighting for is $5,000 if you win quarterfinals, $10,000 if you win semifinals, and if you win the final, $85,000. The sum of that adds up to $100,000 if you win the entire tournament for your division. You can hear the crowd is really on In Sung's side, so he might have the hometown advantage. But just as I say that, Lutis gets two. Lutis having to cut a bit of weight as well. Maybe not as much as Argus and Edwin, who came in on short notice, but always having to cut some weight to get down to this 76 kilogram size. Still able to push the pace though. Let's see if his performance in this tournament is the same as his qualifiers, where he was fighting with high intensity throughout. Good stack position. Insung spins through and actually looked a little bit dicey for Lutus for a second. Insung going for that armbar. Trying for the ankle pick. Does stand up with it. Lutus counter Uchimatas him down. See if they're going to give an advantage for that. Lutus trying for a pass, but his grips failed him. Lutus very good with double underpass, and they're just throwing the legs to the side, trying to get his shoulder to the hips if he can. That will prevent the guard retention from Insung. Insung trying to make this matrix hook look like, but finally elects to throw Lutus into the 50-50. Might not be a bad strategy, as Lutus is very hard to sweep. 50-50 tends to have a way of evening that out a little bit, though. The winner of this match goes on to face Levi Jones in the next round. Insung trying to move towards the back, does not get a hold of that far leg of Lutus like he wants. There, now he has a hold of it. Lutus going for a belly down arm lock, or foot lock though. Oh, and this might be pretty tight. Lutus does not have his feet on the hips, which might negate some of the pressure that he could have put on. Felt like he had it though. Ends up on top. Insung, maybe he did have a bit of pressure on there because Insung immediately locks up the triangle. Now trying to control that sleeve. Very strong grip from the bottom. If you can control the same side sleeve in 50-50. Puts his other leg through. Playing like a 50-50 lasso. Insung's gonna, looked like he was gonna work his way up to his feet for a second, but again, Lutus very hard to sweep. Lutus, I think he's really gonna work on this footlock again. He is low on the ankle, and this one might be on. No, let's go. Pushes the legs down, and now he's out of the 50-50. This could be dangerous for Insung. Insung with this grip on the pant leg, but yeah, that's not gonna do him so good. Uses his foot and just pushes Lutus away. Oh, and look at that. Guard pass, just throwing his hips over the legs of Insung. Does not get all the way through, though. Now has to deal with the Spyder of Insung. Insung's going to stand up with this, and Lutus just immediately kicks his leg out. And they will reset back in the center. Oof. Yeah, just as the qualifiers, the weight cut does not seem to be affecting Lutus so much. Still full of energy, and this is where he's dangerous. His double underpass is world class. He is going to try to force it against Insung. Insung defends it well, but that allows the shin to come across of Lutus. Lutus still up 2 points, though. Less than 2 minutes to go. Lutus may be looking for an over-under pass, but Insung goes to Z-guard. That cross-collar grip is very stifling for the guard passer, but Lutus just trying to knee slice right past it. Good recovery from Insung, but now Lutus is in a good passing position. Gets the legs to the side, not able to pass though. Oh, crowbar sweep from the lasso from Insung. Lutus moves off to knee slice pass. Insung tries a crowbar sweep again. Lutus looking for the leg drag. Clears the grips, and Lutus really doesn't have to do anything here. Up 2 points. 20 seconds left to go. And gets put right into the close guard of Insung, and this can't be great for Insung. Lutus controlling the lapels and pushing into the armpits.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 루테스 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Matheus Lutus.
Lutus will be moving on. Insung put up a good fight. Made Lutus work for it, but in the end, couldn't get the W. Replay some of the action. Where's that? Looks like a guard pull into standing from Lutus. He attempted the sweep and it looked like a Origoshi counter to that. And here was the footlock attempt, I believe, that Lutus was going for from 50-50. Not able to make it work, and this pass was ridiculous. Good guard retention from Insung, but Lutus just showing no respect, and they're working the double unders. Throws the legs to the side, but not able to get all the way around him. Didn't matter though, because he won on points, and he will be moving on to face Levi Jones in the next round.
Minus 100 kilogram quarterfinal, the first match. Here's match between the winner of qualifier and the winner of the deal. Tim Spriggs.
Now we're moving on to the under 100 kilogram category. Tim Spriggs was the winner of the last qualifier in March. Spriggs looking very impressive in that, beating Hudson Matheus, as well as Matheus Denise. But he is going to have his hands full today with Nicholas Meregali. Every single match in this first round is just ridiculous. No easy matches here. Meregali to make a grip and pull immediately, and that's what he does. Meregali's so aggressive. This negates the stand-up game of Spriggs. Something a little unusual for the weight. See an aggressive guard pull. An immediate sweep attempt. Comes up on that leg. He's going to get an advantage for it, but they do go out of bounds, so they'll restart back in the center. Don't blink with this one. Meregali, one of the most exciting jiu-jitsu fighters in the current day. And here, Spriggs working that. Oh, he worked his way into an over-under from the Toriando. Actually fairly deep on this. Meregali really having to push to keep Spriggs away. Spriggs cutting back in, looking for the knee through. That foot on the shoulder of Meregali is going to slow that down a bit. Clears it though, and nearly gets all the way through the guard of Meregali. Very well defended. Immediately throws into an omoplata. Yeah, the gi over the head of Spriggs. Ref's gonna fix the gi. But Spriggs not in a great position. Now forced to defend this omoplata. Meregali sitting up. See if he's gonna try to, I think he's trying to open up the far lapel. Eventually moves to the top position. He's gonna get sweep points for that. Spriggs trying to scramble to the turtle. Meregali jumps all over his back though. Only one hook in. Looking for that cross collar, and he's got it. See if Meregali can get his hands in deep enough for this double lapel choke. Sits up, and he's gonna be able to put his leg pressure into this. Beautiful finish from Meregali. This kid is so impressive.
본 경기는 메레갈리 선수의 서브미션 승리입니다.
The winner by submission is Nicolas Meregali.
Look at the intensity in his eyes. Meregali, known for being an intense competitor, equally loved and hated by the fans. Here's just a replay of some of what went on in that match. There was that really quick guard pull from Meregali. Sweep attempts. This one was out of bounds though. This got him the advantage. Really slick omoplata. That's eventually what got him the sweep, and then the double lapel choke for the finish. Beautiful stuff from Nicolas Meregali.
Minus 100 kilogram quarterfinal, the second match. The Street Power explodes here at the arena. Claudio Calasanz.
Claudio Calasanz came in second place at the qualifier in March. And this match should be dramatically different from the previous one. Do not expect a guard pull, although Calasants has been known to mix it up and go for that. Being that his opponent is Herberth Santos, I expect to see more of a judo match between the two. Calasants known for his judo, but Herberth with that very aggressive snap down. Seonagi. See if Calasants elects to just jump to close guard. I think everybody wants to see them stand. Good show of respect there in the beginning. Herberth, very explosive, makes a cross collar grip. Calasants immediately pulls his hips back. Herberth looking for that secondary grip. And there's the guard pull from Calasants into close guard. He is good here, trying to get control of that sleeve, feed it to his right hand. Herberth just yanks it out of there, so strong. Not sure exactly what Calasants is working on now that Herberth sat down. Kind of negates the feeding of that sleeve. Still controlling under the leg and still controlling that cross sleeve though. He does feed it. Oh, he's looking to pull into 50-50. And I'm not sure if that's exactly where you want to be against Herberth. Herberth known for his double attack from 50-50, going for the knee bar toe hold. And going for a knee bar himself. Claudio might look up to look to come up and calf crusher on Herberth here. Herberth is not careful. And I'm not sure exactly what's preventing Claudio from doing so. He's got control over the belt. If he just pulls himself in, it should be a deep calf crusher. Herberth breaks the grip. Scoots his way in. He's going to look for a footlock himself. Cross footlock can be a little rough to get, though. But for sure, the height advantage here goes to Herberth. Should make his leg attacks more powerful. Claudio pulling that left leg in behind the hamstrings of Herberth. He's going to use that to push on the hamstrings and try to retract his left leg. Yeah, and there he goes. Trying to pull it out and maybe look to come up into double unders. Herberth realizes that last minute and makes the cross grip on the pants of Calasants. Yeah, with the leg positioning, it looked like Calasants wanted to go for a straight ankle lock, but he's going to put himself in a bit of danger here. Nearly given his back as they scramble to their feet, but they do go out of bounds, so reset them back in the center. Just about 3 minutes left to go. Looking for that far ankle. I haven't seen any of the Herbert Seoinage attempts. Both competitors covering their collars, trying to prevent the grips from coming in. Calisant's looking like he wants to engage in the stand-up. They both have traditional judo grips. And they're both going to be penalized for stalling. Just over 2 minutes left to go. This one's anyone's match. Everything tied up on the scoreboard. Calisant's with the fake. There we go. There's that snap down attempt from Herbert. Calisant's already so low though. Now moving to this cross collar grip. Looking for grips. Finally, Calisant makes a favorable grip and he decides to pull guard, but unfortunately, he lands with the shin of Herbert Santos through. Not able to get to his close guard. Now looking to hit this kiss of the dragon. Spins upside down, but I think he's trying to move off into that far side knee bar. Herbert, if he's not careful, is going to allow this. Now Calisant's going after the toe hold, and even if this is not significant, he's going to get advantage for it. Herbert's not in a great position. Looking for a toe hold of his own, and this is with the legs triangled of Calisant, and that's terrible. I believe that was a submission. Calisant's legs being in that triangle really lock it in, and that's when the toe hold becomes very deadly, and that's what Herbert was attacking. Didn't see the tap, but clearly that was the finishing maneuver.
본 경기는 산토스 선수의 서브미션 승리입니다.
The by submission, Herbert Santos.
Herbert with the toe hold submission against Claudio Calisant. He will be moving on. We'll get to see our dream match of Meregali versus Herbert. There's been a lot of trash talk between the two, so that will be really interesting for the next round. Again, thank you guys for tuning in at home on FloGrappling.com. My name is John Evans, and man, this tournament is ridiculous. Here we got a replay, and this maybe not the best idea. Colasan's going for the toe hold. I think maybe he was thinking he would get the advantage for it, but triangling his own legs really locks you in place, makes you susceptible to a counter toe hold that is potentially much worse. And that's exactly what Erberth attacked. Got the submission. Beautiful stuff from Erberth. And those head pieces are the actual trophies that the competitors will be winning for first place.
Minus 100 kilogram, quarterfinal to third match. New legend challenges original legend who won the world championship 7 times. Kaynan Meregali.
This kid has had a ridiculous year. First year at black belt, winning the Worlds, winning the Pans, winning Euros, and also defeating this person in the finals, or defeating this person at the Worlds. Lowe is going to get a chance for redemption, though. Andrew Lowe, one of the most decorated competitors of all time, 6-time world champion, frequently competing in the absolute division, despite one of his world championships, at least one, being in the lightweight categories where he first won. They make grips, and immediately Kaynan is trying to shut down Lowe. Lowe just rides it out. Low pulse guard. I believe this is where Kaynan was able to defeat Lowe, passing the guard. See if he can replicate that performance. Aggressive shin through position already. And Kaynan with the left hand controlling the leg, lets it go. Lowe trying to move into a seated up guard. Looks like he wants to feed the sleeve. Kaynan rips it out, but Lowe up on a good single leg. Kaynan has a very good guillotine. It looks like he jumps an arm in guillotine off of this, and Lowe is scrambling to get out. He does get out, but Kainan's going to get an advantage. Kaynan wanted to just keep going. The referee did not stop the match until Kaynan was motioning for Leandro to continue. Oh, what a match.
Não deram a vantagem da queda, tá? Não tenha pegado aí.
Yep, they're going to give penalties for passivity. Leandro with his hips back. In judo, this would be stalling. Jiu-jitsu, you see it frequently. Good way to negate a lot of the judo throws. More penalties. Leandro looking for that leg. Not pulling guard this time. Kaynan pulls guard. This is interesting because Leandro Lo is one of the greatest guard passers of all time. Once he gets mobile, he is just a terror. Famous for his Toriando passing. But he's someone that basically redefined the fast and loose passing style. Kaynan doing a good job of tying him up so far. That pant grip being a bit of a nuisance. Lets it go. Yeah, and you have to watch out because Leandro Lo, very explosive, as you can see there, shooting through. Does not get the leg all the way through. Kaynan controls that grip and looking to come up for the sweep. Low pulls all the way into close guard. Just about 2 minutes left to go. Kaynan up one advantage. Opens up the close guard. Now standing. Low comes up with this leg grip. Kaynan wisely breaks that immediately. Low looking to shoot in. That's what Low does. He lulls you. Makes you think that he's going to move at one pace and then turns up the heat. And when he's on, he is so fast. Now back in the close guard. It's got to do something though. Minute left. Down an advantage. He's going to look to come up on that. Loses the pant grip though. Gets pushed right back down by Kaynan. Kaynan looking for this Toriando pass. Gets the legs to the side, but Low's going to stand. Not able to stand. Kainan's all over Low, but they're going to go out of bounds. Yeah, Low seemingly not caring too much about traditional sweeps, just looking to come up on that single. So far, that's been shut down every time by Kaynan. Kaynan on top. There's about 30 seconds left to go. But Kaynan doesn't need a guard pass here. He's up an advantage. Low needs to make something happen. He's got very little time to do it.
brigando aí. Se tomar punição vai ser pra você, vem. Aí.
Low locks up close guard, but he's got to do something. Or this is going to be the end of the tournament for him. Good attempts from Low, but just not able to make it happen in the end.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 두아르테 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Kaynan Meregali.
Kaynan Duarte, one of the favorites for that under 100 kilogram division, will be moving on to the next round. Here's the replay. It's kind of trying to get his Seonagi shut down to work, but Low going for these singles. There's the guillotine attempt. One of the few passing attempts that Low was able to surmount. Low repeatedly pulling close guard in the end. Kaynan doing an excellent job of keeping Low down, even here, nearly moving towards the back. That brings us to our last match of the first round.
Minus 100 kilograms, quarterfinal, the fourth match. This time, the new rising star challenges the legend who is far beyond his belt. Rodolfo Vieira.
Rodolfo Vieira, one of the greatest passers of all time. Five-time world champion. Stopped competing in the gi in 2014. He's only had one appearance, which was in 2018, in which he defeated the then current champion at super heavyweight, Muhammad Ali. He is a big question mark for this tournament. But he's got a very tough first opponent in Anderson Muñez. And Anderson, being a brown belt, actually a new brown belt. In fact, when he came in the quarterfinals, he placed third. He was only a purple belt, but after winning Worlds this year, promoted to brown. But he is a giant of a person, 6'5", 220 pounds. Training with the kids at Dream Art. Fantastic project. Here pulling guard right away. Is a very tricky lasso. Going De La Riva. Here we get to see how the rust is for Rodolfo. See if he can deal with the new generation. So far, doing a good job of keeping his hand as much out of play in that lasso as possible, but they're recommitting to it. And holding on to the lapel. Rodolfo known for his pressure, but also his how dynamic of a passer he is. Trying to get his hand out of the lasso. It's pretty loose. Not a bad deal for Rodolfo. He stuffs the leg in between his own. Still not able to get that right hand back. There, now he gets it to the outside of the thigh. And immediately Anderson takes it out and he's going to look to reset it again. But Rodolfo makes good counter grips, moves past the legs, and that's at least going to get him past the lasso. Looks like he wants to move into an over-under pass. A lot of pressure from Rodolfo, but then gets lifted by Anderson, and Anderson's going to sweep Rodolfo. Can he keep him down, though? Oh, and he gets the 2 points. And they go out of bounds. That was ridiculous. Oh, no, and Rodolfo looks like he's hurt from... Oh, hopefully this isn't match ending. And he's motioning towards his shoulder. Maya in the crowd. But Rodolfo is going to continue the match. Anderson Munoz, how good is this kid? Sweeping Rodolfo, gets 2 points. And now they're back on the feet. Rodolfo, known for his judo. Look for Anderson to pull as soon as he feels it's safe. Yeah, there's the guard pull. Immediately shin through for Rodolfo. They're just going to reset him towards the center. They're trying to elevate Rodolfo again. Anderson's guard giving Rodolfo fits so far. Very impressive work. Rodolfo doesn't even bother to clear the collar grip off and gets elevated once again. Not sure if it's partially the body type, Anderson being so tall. Rodolfo gets this collar grip though, and he makes a very aggressive guard pass attempt. See if he can hold Anderson down. He has that collar grip, which is going to put the crossface pressure on. That should keep Anderson towards his back. And he gets the passing points. Rodolfo now settling into side control. Beautiful pass. Good guard retention from Anderson. Still 2 minutes left to work. Anderson down 1 point. Adolfo in this deep over-under passing position. Don't think he has the underhook set with his right arm. Difficult to see from here. General rule of thumb, though, when you're pushing from the guard, you're typically not setting up an offense. You're just defending, and that's exactly what Anderson is doing. Needs to get more space so he can reset. But Adolfo just driving in with the shoulder pressure, and this is what he's known for. And yeah, he's got the full over-under, holding onto the belt with his right arm, and he's going to use that to pass. Very strong passing position. Doesn't get through, though. Anderson does loop that left arm, left leg over. Does reset the guard, so it's got about 1 minute left to try to sweep. Allows Adolfo to break the lasso, and Adolfo immediately looking for a Toriano pass. Doesn't get by the legs, but goes again and goes right into mount this time. His right leg is still a little tied up, so he's technically in the guard. This could be bad if Anderson looks to hook sweep towards his left. With only 30 seconds left to go. I'm surprised he didn't try to force it here, but now Adolfo in the full mount with side choke. Adolfo Vieira with the side choke submission in the waning moments. Very nicely done, but far from an easy match for him.
경기는 비에이라 선수의 서브미션 승리입니다.
The winner by submission is Adolfo Vieira.
Adolfo will be moving on to the next round to take on Kaynan Duarte. Replay of that match. Anderson pulling guard, really giving a lot of problems to Adolfo. Adolfo trying to pass the guard. Here's the sweep. Elevates Adolfo like I've rarely seen. Able to complete the sweep. This is where Adolfo hurt his shoulder. Still completed the match. Adolfo with this collar grip, uses that to get around the lasso, keep Anderson on his back and complete the pass. That was the beginning of the end. Belfort with excellent pressure from that over-under pass. Here moving from mount. As soon as he had that head and arm, off into full mount and then to the side, completing the side choke. A good show of sportsmanship. Look at the brackets here. We got Jonathan Alves from the first round, defeating Jamil Hill. He's going to be taking on Matheus Gabriel, who defeated Edwin Dodger.
The very last game to the glorious final now begins. From AOJ, Jonathan Alves.
And Jonathan is such a question mark in this tournament because everyone knows he's so good. Everyone's heard that the rumblings from the camp over there at the AOJ with the Mendez brothers. But recently promoted to black belt, was a brown belt, won brown belt worlds this year, has not competed with a lot of these black belts.
Matheus, Gabriel.
He will be fighting the current world champion, Matheus Gabriel. Guard pull. Jonathan using a bit of strength here. Pulling his arm back, kicking to break the grips.
Look.
But they're only allowed a little bit of time on the ground with the double guard pull until they're stood up and giving penalty points, which is exactly what happened. And this was not a double guard pull because the ref did not look at his watch. So yeah, Matheus Gabriel is going to stand up and he's going to get 2 for that. A little bit of a mistake from Jonathan. It was nearly a double guard pull, but the refs seem to think that Matheus pulled first. And that is a really big deal because being up 2 points without any work, really, means that even if he's swept, it's going to be tied. And if he sweeps back, he will be back in the lead. It can be really tricky if Matheus Gabriel decides to go to 50-50. So far, though, electing to sit down. Jonathan, I think, was trying to get up right there, but the pants control from Matheus Gabriel on his right leg prevented him doing so. There, now he's up, so Alves should, yep, he'll get 2. Knee through position. And Jonathan, very good at passing. stuffing that De La Riva hook. Not a bad idea because Matheus Gabriel's so deadly with those De La Riva attacks. And there you can see trying to throw the long hook, extending that left leg to the far hip. Forces Jonathan to put that left knee down. Matheus having a hard time breaking the grips of Jonathan Alves. Jonathan gets free of the grips of Matheus and looked like he wanted to make a quick guard pass, but instead disengages and they'll reset back in the center. Kaiser from Matheus Gabriel's corner.
Go back.
Kaynan and Guy Mendes in the corner of Jonathan. Restart them. Matheus on the bottom. Jonathan controlling the legs very well. Looking to move around them quickly. Does not get the angle that he wants, though. Jonathan really killing that De La Riva right away. Very smart, because Matheus Gabriel sets up a lot of things with that De La Riva. So immediately you can see now underhooking the De La Riva leg. Might just see Jonathan try to pass Matheus's right leg to the side and just pass right away, but winds up in the close guard of Matheus Gabriel. The winner of this round will get $10,000. So a lot on the line. Plus a chance at that $85,000 in addition to the $10,000. Matheus really tying up Jonathan. That grip over the back, keeping the posture broken. Jonathan just trying to stiff arm the lapels, keep his arms safe. Matheus might be looking for a flower sweep off of this. Seems to be off balancing Jonathan.
Look. Look. Go back.
They give both competitors penalties, which is good. I thought they were going to give penalties to just one, which would change the entire landscape of the match. Only a minute left to go, a little less. Jonathan finally out of the close guard. Both competitors going to look to do something quickly here so they can get on the scoreboard, not have to take this to ref's decision. Jonathan nearly able to get his arm out. That foot in the lapel is something that's really saving Matheus right now. Oh, but he throws in that far De La Riva hook. Spins underneath, and that's going to put him on top. See if he gets an advantage for that. And he does. That's going to give Matheus Gabriel the win in the final seconds of the match. And it was off of that long De La Riva hook that he was looking for the entire match. Man, it happened so quick. I'd love to see the replay on that.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 가브리엘 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Matheus Gabriel.
So Matheus Gabriel earns his place in the finals. Here's the replay. This was the double guard pull that wasn't a double guard pull. Matheus comes up on this and gets his first two. Here Jonathan is shutting down that De La Riva hook, and that was actually his undoing later on in the match. Here in the close guard, this is the final motion that Matheus Gabriel made to get on top. It all came from that long De La Riva hook he threw in. Matheus Gabriel gets that one last advantage at the end. That puts him in the finals. Very well done.
Minus 76 kilogram semifinal, the second match. Another epic battle now begins. From Unity Jiu-Jitsu, Levi Jones. Matheus.
This semifinal comprised of two competitors that were both in the qualifiers. Of course, the top three competitors from those qualifiers back in March were able to come back for the final. Now they are forced to compete against each other. Ref asking Levi to pull his pants down a little bit. They looked like they were a little bit high, but then immediately pulls them right back up. So you can see the guard pull, and Matheus Lutis immediately looks to omoplata off of that, but that's going to give his back. Levi's all over Lutis. Lutis, nice scramble back to the top. Going to end up in the closed guard of Levi. Lutus getting the advantage for that omoplata attempt. Flower sweep attempt from Levi. Levi looking to get that left lasso in. Nice attack on that arm from Levi. He's going to use that to go to De La Riva. Spins upside down off of the reaction and gets back to his close guard. Immediately into flower sweep, and Levi is just chaining these attacks effortlessly. Lutus weathers the storm though. Looking to get control of this sleeve so he can stand up. Levi looking for a cross collar choke. Doesn't seem to get advantage for that. Now going for the half lumberjack sweep. Puts Lutus on his butt. Looking for the arm lock. Well defended from Lutus. And Lutus having a heck of a time with this De La Riva hook. Levi spinning upside down, but Lutus spins as well. Resets the position. And Lutus does fall prey to the flower sweep and gives his back. Trying to work on the feet of Levi, but I'm not sure that's where his attention should be.
Stay behind. Tight grips. Tight seatbelt. You're gonna watch the head position. Strong grip.
Levi with two underhooks, not able to attack a choke.
Stay just to back. Stay just to back. Tight on the just to back.
Well, maybe I was incorrect because Lutus pulls that foot out and there's still been no points for the back. Now Levi trying to stretch out that leg, which will allow him to put the second hook in off of the reaction, and he throws the hook in, and they're going to give him points for the back on this one. And Levi in a much better position with this over-under. No, double over. No, it isn't over-under. Sorry about that. Yep, over-under. So here with some control, and he's capable of attacking a choke. Looking for that cross grip. Lutus really got his work cut out for him. Just about 3 minutes left to go, and he has Levi on his back with a body triangle. Lutus keeps changing sides. Should force Levi to change his body triangle, keep the pressure off of his ankles. Now Lutus starting to work his back towards the mat. Levi might want to think about coming up into the mount at this point. Well, trying to force the back to happen again. Marilla Santana calling for the head and arm choke. And Levi pulls to the back again. Hips are not in the best position though. Lutus is going to shuck out of this. Down 6 points though. Still has 2 minutes to work. Going to look to pass right away. In a good leg drag pass position. Levi wisely pulls that left leg in front, but Lutus clears it. Lutus now in an over-under pass.
Double sleeve grip. Leg position, double sleeve grip. 1 minute and a half. Double sleeve grip and leg position. Hey, don't let him break both legs.
He's going to need a pass into mount or a pass to the back. Levi still up 6 points. Lutus having a heck of a time with his guard.
1 minute left. Keep fighting. Keep that grip on the ankle. Keep fighting. Attack from close guard now.
This is going to be disastrous for Lutus. Back in the close guard. Less than a minute to go. Gets the shin in between. That's going to open up the close guard. Levi trying to throw that lasso in. Only able to get the short lasso. Still preventing passes from Lutus, though.
Keep control. 20 seconds. Pay attention now.
Yeah, Lutus needs a submission here, and he's going to dive on this toe hold. But he's not going to get it. That means Levi will be moving on to face Matheus Gabriel in the finals.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 존스 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision, Levi Jones.
Levi takes that one decisively. Here's a look back on what happened, and there was that initial arm attack from Lutus, and that got him an advantage early, even though nearly gave his back here. Able to scramble back on top. There's that picturesque flower sweep attempt. Oh, that was the first one. Levi with that half lumberjack, able to put Lutus on his back. And then move towards the back. Lutus fighting to keep the hooks out, but eventually had to allow it. There's just the very end, Lutus grasping at whatever he can find, looking for that toe hold, but it wasn't meant to be for Lutus today. And Levi will be going on to the finals. Now we have a ridiculous semifinal match with Nicholas Meregali versus Herbert Santos. They fought before, but Nicholas was a brown belt and Herbert was a black belt. Herbert won, but Herbert has also been talking a lot of trash leading up to this. I don't know if I'd want an upset Meregali on the other side of the mats for me, because he is looking pretty unstoppable lately. Opponent, Herbert Santos, had a much more difficult match than Meregali did in the previous round. See if that plays a factor.
Come back.
Oh man, I am so excited for this match. Winner of this, of course, moving on to the finals. Guard pull, nice interception from Erberth. Erberth will look to quickly get around the legs. He's known for being a quick starter, but so is Meregali. Good grip breaks from Erberth early. Meregali just continuously making them. Seems like he's not sure if he wants to go 2-on-1 or if he wants the collar. Opts for the collar. You know he's deadly with that collar sleeve. Erberth knows it too. Pulling that elbow back, sitting way back, does not want to allow the omoplata. Yeah, good defense from Erberth, not engaging. It's so difficult to stop that separation of the elbow and the knee or the body. Erberth looking for that straight ankle, and he is very good with straight ankles. Lets it go though. See if he's able to get that sleeve grip back. Meregali. Oh! Throws that hook sweep. Puts Erberth on his back and now lands, looks like he's in the saddle. Gets up on top, and this is a very good passing position, but Erberth, realizing that, using a lot of energy to reset. He's got a good underhook. If he can come up on top, Meregali scrambles, and he's going to be on top. Meregali with the 2 points for the sweep. Settling down with the shoulder pressure. Erberth is in a terrible position now. Flat on his back in the half guard. Meregali with this good head and arm control. Good shoulder pressure. Erberth working to his side though. Also trying to get that right arm back, and he does. And he gets out, and he's able to scramble to the top. It's going to be 2 for Erberth. Nicely done, working out of a really bad position. Meregali trying to stand up and get a quick sweep. Moves off into single leg X. Immediately puts Erberth down on his butt and stands up. He's going to get a sweep off of that. But Erberth immediately right back to it and goes for an omoplata. Unfortunately for him, Meregali steps over, but now working on his toe hold. Meregali wincing, but Erberth's going to let it go. I don't know what they're talking about. I think Erberth said that Meregali maybe got kicked, or Erberth got kicked in the face maybe. But for whatever reason, they're just talking to each other. Finally, the ref's gonna penalize both competitors, and they are not fighting. Too much money on the line to risk a DQ. It looks like Erberth's just given up. Meregali firmly in side control, going to look to step over for this mounted triangle, but they are just talking to each other still. Meregali looking for this Americana, but the position on it, not so good. They are still talking to each other. Meregali goes up, another 4 points. we might see some antics here. No, Herberth shakes the hand. Herberth clearly not happy with what happened. They're still talking to each other, but the refs never stopped the action. Fighters were told to continue to fight, and that's exactly what Meregali did.
The winner by submission is Meregali.
Herberth just tapping. The submission was not really on, basically just giving up. Herberth apparently upset that something happened in that scramble. I think he was kicked in the face, and he was saying that they should have been reset, but the ref not seeing that just let them continue, and Herberth felt like he was too far gone and just decided to tap out. Here's that guard pull, shin in between. Herberth was looking pretty good. Meregali fighting hard as always right in the beginning, but Herberth firing back. There was that clean sweep from Meregali. Here's the scramble. Herberth still ending up on bottom. Oh, and this is where he got up out of that terrible half guard position. Came up on top. That was a really nice sweep. Single leg. Herberth going for the omoplata. Meregali immediately stepping over the head, but I guess there was no footage that we had of the point of contention. Unfortunately, but the end result is Herberth is done with this tournament, and Meregali will be moving on to the final. He's going to be facing the winner of Kaynan Duarte versus Rodolfo Vieira.
Minus 100 kilogram semi-final. The second match. The extreme power explodes in the arena. From Matheus, Kaynan Meregali.
Kaynan Duarte making it past Leandro Lowe in the first round. Rodolfo having a rough time with Anderson Munoz in the first round, but eventually submitting Anderson. As my analyst Malachi here is pointing out, he's questioning if Rodolfo can keep up with the pace of Kaynan. And I have to agree, I am not entirely sure. We're about to find out. This is the last match of this round in the under 100 kilogram division. Kaynan immediately goes to guard. Not wanting to risk a takedown from Rodolfo. Probably not a bad idea. Unfortunately, though, then you have to worry about the guard passing of Rodolfo. With that pant grip on Rodolfo's leg. Not sure what Kaynan's trying to shoot that leg through. Controlling the sleeve, controlling the leg. Now gets the cross collar. Might be looking to elevate Rodolfo and go to single leg X from here. Rodolfo clears the grip. Rodolfo looking for a folder pass, pulling up on the gi to keep, he really wants to keep Kaynan on his hips, but Kaynan going for the berimbolo, spins upside down. Rodolfo's grip on the collar stops it though. Rodolfo settles back down, now both feet on the ground, opting not to go to that combat base. Now working on the De La Riva. Momentarily lets go so he can break the grip. Looking for the folder again. Gets elevated and put into the saddle by Kaynan. Kainan's going to use that to sweep, and he does make his way to the top. That's going to be 2 for Kaynan. Rodolfo getting swept is not something you see every day. Rodolfo does have the lapel between the legs, but looked like he wasn't comfortable with coming up on a single with that, so moves into single leg X. Wants control of that far leg of Kainan's. I don't think Kaynan has long enough legs to move it away, so Rodolfo does get that grip. Look for a quick push on the hips and for Rodolfo to stand, but that grip that Kainan's making on the leg of Rodolfo is going to shut a lot of the stand-up. Yeah, Rodolfo able to push, but he needs to get that foot on the floor. Difficult to do while Kainan's holding. Circling to the outside, not a bad idea though. Kaynan makes his way past. Looks to roll under to the crab ride, but doesn't get all the way under. Back on top. They'll reset them back in the center. About 3 minutes left to go. This is the last match of the semifinal round. Only finals after this. Rodolfo trying to break that grip of Kainan's. Maybe thinking about a wrist lock. Really wants to go 2-on-1 and pass that arm across his body. Kaynan stands up and breaks the close guard. Gotta watch out for Rodolfo to elevate from here. Rodolfo does sit up, and he's trying to feed that sleeve underneath to his left hand, but Kaynan breaks the grip. Kainan's gonna look for this deep knee slice pass. He's got a good collar grip with his right hand. Rodolfo puts foot on the hip, and then later goes to knee shield. That's gonna force Kaynan to reset. Gets that far leg in, and he's actually throwing up a triangle on Kaynan. Kaynan just pulls the leg down. Rodolfo trying to off-balance Kaynan. Kaynan does not want that grip on his lapel, breaks it. He's going to look to make a quick move past the guard, going right back to this knee slice. this time with the collar. Yeah, gets his knee free. Now he's going to look to fold her. This is similar to what Rodolfo was looking for on Kaynan. Let's see if Kaynan can work it out. Rodolfo thinking about coming up. Only a minute left to go, and he's down by 2. Kaynan gets elevated. Rodolfo can't do anything with it, though. Kaynan using this pant grip to keep Rodolfo on his side. I think his left hand is on the collar. Pressuring in with his head. He's not getting the position that he wants because he's not going full in on that pass. Here we go. Puts his hips down, but then disengages again. Not feeling comfortable with it. Now looking for this outside Toreando. Good recovery from Rodolfo. Kaynan's going to look to pass the guard here. Gets underneath the leg, goes right back into the intro to the guard, and that's going to be it for Rodolfo. Kaynan Duarte, the new school beating the old school and moving into the finals. And what a final it will be. Meregali versus Kaynan. I have to say though, Rodolfo not looking so bad for only having one gi match or one gi tournament in the last 5 years.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 두아르테 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Kaynan Duarte.
Kaynan just too much for him today. Able to get the points victory. Sure, we'll get a replay on that. Here it is. Kaynan going for that Berimbolo. That collar grip kind of shut that down though. Here, able to sit up. That was from the saddle. And that's where Kaynan got his 2 points. With that, Rodolfo trying to throw up the triangle. He got into the loose triangle, but Kaynan pulled it right down. And then unable to sweep, so that was the tale of that match for Rodolfo. Great effort, but just not able to get it in the end. Kaynan looking nearly unstoppable.
2019 Spyder Invitational BJJ Championship Final. 4 incredible players advance to the final match after the ferocious battles. The final match will start at 2:45 p.m. Thank you.
And it looks like we're going to have about a 25-minute break, so definitely do not want to miss the finals. They will start at 2:45 local time. It's 2:20 here right now. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay tuned, and we will see you in about 20 minutes.
네, 이제 잠시 후 5분 뒤에 대망의 결승전이 시작되겠습니다.
The long-awaited final match will begin in 5 minutes.
2019 스파이더 인비테이셔널 BJJ 챔피언십 파이널. 드디어 세계 최강자가 결정되는 마이너스 76kg 결승전이 시작됐습니다.
2019 Spyder Invitational BJJ Championship Final. At last, the world's best player will be revealed at right this moment.
Welcome back to the Spyder Invitational BJJ Championship Final. This is the tournament to decide the King of Kings. I'm your host, John Evans. Thank you guys for watching at FloGrappling.com. We have got our final match in the under 76 kilogram category, and I couldn't be more excited about this one. We've got Matheus Gabriel, who just looked so good early on, taking out a very game Jonathan Alves. And his opponent is going to be Levi Jones. Had a bit of a rocky road getting to the semifinal, but looked very strong against Lutis.
No one can stop it from Unity Jiu-Jitsu, Levi Jones!
Honestly, I am not sure which of these two competitors takes home the trophy today. And of course, they're also fighting for $100,000 US. I know I've said it before, but I will say it again. I think this is the most prestigious tournament as far as a one-mat, small format tournament in the history of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Here we go. Levi in the white versus Matheus Gabriel in the blue. Levi looking to pull guard right away. Matheus Gabriel probably also looking to pull guard. Yeah, double pull. Ref looks at his watch, so it's definitely a double pull. This is the battle of the guards. Levi, so good with his Berimbolo. Let's see how Matheus Gabriel is going to handle that. Going after a straight ankle. Looks like he is down pretty far on the Achilles. Even with that straight ankle grip, they're going to stop them and reset. It was a double guard pull. They only have a limited amount of time to work before they are penalized. No penalty though, they just stood them up. Yeah, and corner refs asking for the double penalty, which is the proper call. Okay. Starting back up again. Now, Levi was double DQ'd in this year's Worlds. And we might see something similar to that here. That would be quite a shame, but definitely a possibility with the double guard pull. Levi going after the ankle lock. I think he's using this. It's a valid attempt, but he's also using it to stop the reset, the penalty call for the double guard pull. Didn't work the first time, though.
Keep the leg in good position. Okay, don't give him the ankle.
The ref's taking a good look at that. Matheus Gabriel trying to set up his grips. But as soon as that foot lock's let go, they're going to stand him up and penalize both competitors. And this is starting to get a little bit scary. Be interesting to see if one of the two decides to stand up off the double guard pull. It does get you an advantage, but it's a tough thing to do because both of these guys are so good at guard. Nobody wants to concede the guard. Takes Gabriel off onto his left side, looking like he wants to start a berimbolo of his own. His footlock does shut it down, but the footlock, especially with that left foot hook in between the legs that Levi has, that combination really shuts down berimbolo. Levi doesn't stand up with this, I believe as soon as he lets this go, it's going to be a double penalty again. Matheus Gabriel spinning upside down, but they're going to stand them both up again, and man, this is starting to get really scary. Third penalty.
Look. Look.
So if they get one more penalty, that's going to be it. That's going to be the double DQ, and nobody wants to see that. Double guard pull again. Levi trying to get by the legs right away. Here he goes to the crab ride, and now he's up deep. This is no longer a double guard pull. This is a valid attempt. Great leg position from Levi. Going to use that to keep Matheus Gabriel to that right side. Matheus Gabriel trying to fight it. Levi really wants that right side though. Doesn't get it. Holding on to the foot, but they're going to get double DQ'd here. Matheus Gabriel is going to take that top position.
You're good. Stick to your game. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay? One advantage for him.
And that gives him the advantage. 2.5 minutes left to go. Up one advantage.
Put your left foot on the hip. Keep the right foot where it is. Get more pressure on that ankle lock. Stay in good leg position. Use your thoughts now, okay? If you come up, it's two. Fight for that right hand. Keep fighting for that right hand. Yeah, point elbow through. Point elbow off the mat.
There is a lot of money on the line for this match. Oh, and the straight ankle lock, and Levi's putting a lot of pressure on this, and Matheus Gabriel is reacting, or he was at least. Sits up and, oh my goodness. Matheus Gabriel trying to put on that poker face, but he definitely looked like he was aggressively going to hand fight there when Levi started putting his hips in. Now maybe not so much. Not sure if the leg slipped out a little bit. Levi, his feet aren't on the outside of the hip, Matheus Gabriel, which should give you more pressure. And now Matheus Gabriel gets that ankle through a little bit further. Let's see if they give Levi an advantage for that attempt.
1 minute left. Okay? You're on the bottom. Okay?
Trying to grab that far leg, and Matheus Gabriel's going to roll. Levi's going to use that to stand up, and he's going to get 2 points. That's a sweep. If Levi can stay on top, that's the end. Nice pass attempt by Levi, too. This at least is going to keep Matheus Gabriel busy and not worried about offense. 30 seconds left to go. Levi looking to win this entire under 76 kilogram tournament. finish it right here with a statement and finish it on top. Not what I was expecting at all. Levi is going to go into the close guard of Matheus Gabriel, and that's not a good position for Matheus Gabriel. Only 5 seconds left to sweep. It looks like Levi's going to win this one. And Levi Jones. My goodness. Takes the entire tournament, the $100,000. Man, this kid is so good. I think now it's sinking in. You realize he won this ridiculously stacked tournament. He's gonna win the money, gets the trophy, gonna go down in the history books. This is a big deal. There's the smile.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 존스 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Levi Jones.
Love to see it. Tough luck for Matheus Gabriel.
스파이더 챔피언십 파이널 경기에서 우승을 차지한 리바이 존스 선수에게 다시 한번 큰 축하의 박수를 부탁드리겠습니다.
Thanks to Matheus Gabriel, we didn't see a double DQ because he came up on top. Got that advantage. Thought that might be enough to cinch him the victory, but Levi coming up on top at the very end. And then just proven to be too tough to sweep. Here's a replay. Levi trying to get underneath the legs, goes to crab ride, and this was dangerous for Matheus, but he defended it very well. Close match. Matheus did not look outclassed here at all. This was a close, tough-fought victory. Both competitors should be very proud of this good leg position. Levi trying to go towards the back. Levi initially had this footlock, and it seemed like it was very tight, but not able to do anything with it. Here's the end. Levi on top, already had the 2 points, and Matheus Gabriel, a very tough job ahead of him, trying to sweep in less than 30 seconds, and just wasn't able to get it done. But Levi Jones is your champion. Under 76 kilogram King of Kings. Congrats to him. We've still got one more final left. And this one is one that I really have been looking forward to. Nicholas Meregali versus Kaynan Duarte.
Spyder Invitational BJJ Championship Final. The champion of champions will now be revealed right here in this arena. The ultimate final match. 역사의 새롭게 swinging. 얼라이언스의 니콜라스 메레갈리. He's writing the history once again from the Alliance, Nicholas Meregali.
There he is, Nicholas Meregali. Moved into the #1 pound-for-pound ranking on FloGrappling. And he is a very exciting competitor, but he's got the seemingly unstoppable Kaynan Duarte in front of him. And I believe these guys are 1-1 against each other. If I'm I'm not mistaken. So this could be the match, arguably, that defines who is really the best out of the two. Meregali, intense as always. Kaynan looks like he's going for a stroll in the park. Both men absolute savages. Look for Meregali to make a grip and sit down right away, and that's what he does. Gets to close guard. Good belt grip over the back right away. Kaynan stuffing the lapels into the armpits. Good way to shut down a lot of the offense from close guard. Two penalty points awarded. Neither competitor being aggressive enough. Meregali gonna look for a hip high sweep there. Gets put right back down by Kaynan. Meregali with that deep collar grip. Now switching to the left hand. Kaynan's going to use those lapel grips in the armpit to stand up, and that breaks the close guard, immediately moving his weight down. But now standing up, yeah, you can see Meregali throws in that De La Riva and worries about the Tomonagi sweep. So, see, he gets his weight low again. Now out of the De La Riva and back into it. Kind of not able to set up the grips that he wants to start his passing yet. Meregali looks like he's still trying to fight for his own position. Here, getting that De La Riva X. He is so good from here. One point where he can really use his height to his advantage. If he can get control of that right arm of Kaynan's, then he can easily sweep towards his left side. Looking for far side collar sleeve, though. Might look to take that right leg out and just shoot omoplata right away. Meregali gets his leg out, but then they end up standing. Look for Meregali to pull again. Now in the De La Riva. Not getting the positions that he wants, though. Can't shoot that De La Riva X. Far hook. Kaynan trying to violently knee slice. Gets pretty far past the guard. This underhook is saving him as Meregali tries to come up. Now threatening that guillotine. We saw this earlier. Kaynan actually does have a very threatening guillotine, even in the gi. Meregali having to grip fight, try to keep some space. Does get out, though. Nicely defended. No advantage for any of that. Only about 3 minutes left to go. Meregali really trying everything he can, but Kaynan strategically shutting him down. It is preventing Kaynan from his passing game, though, so can't say it's all for naught. Trying to work the De La Riva with the far side lasso, but he's unable to get that lasso. They're controlling the right leg, the pant leg of Kaynan. using the Spyder hook to put Kaynan on his butt. He's going to have to retract his left leg to get up from that. Tries to go underneath Kaynan though, but Kaynan moves away back to this knee through position. Oh, and a good lasso sweep attempt there, but Kaynan, excellent balance, able to stay on top. Sneaky stuff from Meregali. Less than 2 minutes to go. Everything's tied up on the scoreboard. Meregali trying to shoot that far hook. He actually gets it across. Gets Kaynan down. Trying to drag that arm across too. Kaynan looking for a grip. Finally gets it on the lapel. That should shut down a little bit of the offense, at least momentarily. Back into the close guard of Meregali. One minute left to go. With $100,000 on the line for this match. Sure, both competitors trying not to make a mistake. It really comes down to who wants it more, who's willing to take a risk to get some points on the board. .30 seconds left in the close guard though. Kaynan elects to stand up. He's going to try to break open this close. He does, but he's in the collar sleeve of Meregali. Connecting his elbow towards his knee. That's going to shut down the attack, and Meregali going for the sweep at the last second. Only 10 seconds left to go. Meregali trying to sweep, Kaynan trying to pass. Neither one's going to be successful though. And man, I would hate to be a ref, have to call this one. And 2-1 for Kaynan. Meregali says, "What more do you want from me?" He's trying the whole time, and he was. But so was Kaynan, and Kaynan's going to take the decision victory and the $100,000. Kaynan will be the King of Kings. I believe we were just waiting to make it official.
본 경기는 심판 판정에 의한 두아르테 선수의 승리입니다.
The winner by decision is Kaynan Duarte.
There it is. Your winner in the under 100 kilogram category, Kaynan Duarte. Tough final match.
Once again, please give a big round of applause for the new champion of 2019 Invitational BJJ Championship Final, Kaynan Duarte.
Here's a replay. There's the guard pull from Meregali. A lot of attacks from Meregali. A lot of pass attempts from Kaynan. There's that De La Riva X. Kaynan trying with that underhook knee slice. The pants grip from Meregali. Stop that. Kaynan trying to cartwheel through that sweep attempt. Meregali able to get that long hook a couple of times, but just couldn't convert with it. The near sweep with Kaynan's base. Very, very tough to disrupt. Meregali thinking he's got the victory, but in the end, it was Kaynan Duarte. Congrats to him. Now we're just going to have the closing ceremony, but I think that's going to do it for us on the commentary. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name's John Evans. Thank you for watching on FloGrappling.com. This Spyder Invitational King of Kings has been just amazing. Thank you guys for watching at home. Until next time, goodbye.
2019 스파이더 인비테이셔널 BJJ 챔피언십 파이널. 이제 영광의 시상식이 있겠습니다.
2019 Spyder Invitational BJJ Championship Final. The glorious award ceremony will take place now for this year's champions.
먼저 최고의 기량을 보여준 챔피언들을 무대로 모시겠습니다.
Now, let us invite all the players who showed their best performances to the stage.
마이너스 76kg 조나타 알베스. 여러분 큰 박수로 맞이해 주십시오. 이어서 셰이필피로 에드윈 나스니. 2019년 최고의 챔피언을 소개합니다. 마이너스 76kg 우승 리바이 존스.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce you the new champion for minus 76 kilogram, Levi Jones.
여러분 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
A big round of applause for our new champion.
이어서 마이너스 100kg 우승 선수를 모시겠습니다. 챔피언 중에 챔피언 카이난 메레갈리.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new champion for minus 100 kilogram, Kaynan Meregali.
여러분 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
A big round of applause for the new champion.
My name is Donald Aiknick. I'm Al Kaynan. I'm Zen Schools.
Olá, muito prazer, meu nome é Bruno.
Meu nome é Álvaro Borges. Meu nome é Guilherme Mendes.
Sou Bruno Fafini.
Meu nome é Marcos Chinoco.
Meu nome é Nivaldo dos Santos.
Eu me chamo Luiz Guilherme.
Meu nome é Kenza Girão.
Nada foi fácil até aqui, mas eu acredito que você tá feliz dentro do seu coração e eu sei que você vai dar o seu máximo para representar a sua família.
Tu passou muita dificuldade até aqui, muita lesão.
Sua disciplina, o seu trabalho que você vem fazendo durante todo esse tempo.
You've been working so hard to drop a ton of weight for this, and I'm watching you and your dedication.